Morning. Welcome to the daily discussion on current affairs. So the first topic is about the economic topic, European Union new crypto legislation. European Parliament, the legislative body of 27 countries of the European Union, has approved the world's first set of comprehensive rules to bring largely unregulated cryptocurrency market under the ambit of the regulatory regulation by the government authority. Cryptocurrency is the virtual currency and it's remain unregulated till date. Its market is not under the regulation of any government. But for the first time, the European Parliament plans to bring a law to regulate the crypto market. Okay. The regulation called the Market of Crypto Asset (MICA) will come into force after formal approval by member states. Okay. After the member states formally approve it, it will come into force called the crypto asset, crypto marketing crypto assets. Okay, assets marketing crypto asset. Okay, so why regulation? Having a comprehensive framework like the market in crypto asset for 27 countries in the Europe not only harmonizes the crypto industry but also give the European Union a competitive edge in its growth compared to the US or the UK, which lack regulatory clarity. Okay, because neither European Union nor UK nor USA, so they all lack regulatory clarity on the crypto issue. Okay, that is why for the first time European Union decided to bring a regulation on the crypto. Okay, how to regulate the crypto. market in European Union. Okay. Okay. More importantly, the 2020 saw some of the biggest failures and wipeouts in the crypto industry involving bankruptcies and fraud scandals, be it the collapse of the crypto exchange FTX and its spat with Vinacar, or the future of the Terra Luna cryptocurrency and its associated stablecoin. So the crypto market witnessed so miserable performance and some problems in 2022. So realizing this, European Union has decided to bring the first crypto legislation. The liquidity shortage caused by these shocks led to other crypto lending platforms to halt customers transfer and withdrawal before filing the bankruptcy. What kind of asset will this MICA cover? The MICA legislation marks that regulation on the crypto asset. Okay. So will apply to crypto assets which are broadly defined in the text as a digital representation of a value or a right that uses cryptography for security and each in the form of a coin or a token or any other digital medium which may be transferred and stored electronically using distributed ledger technology or similar technology. This definition implies that it will apply not only to traditional cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but also to newer ones like stablecoins. As for the asset that will be out of that MICA's scope, it will not regulate digital assets that could qualify as transferable securities and function like shares or their equivalent and other crypto assets that already qualify as financial instruments under existing regulations. It will also, for the most part, exclude non-funding tokens. Okay, that is what. Okay, so moving forward, this MICA will also not regulate central bank digital currency issued by the European Central Bank. Cryptocurrency is different from the digital currency issued by the respective central bank of the country. Okay, so it is not going to regulate the digital currency issued by the respective countries. Fine. But the issue is that only crypto will be regulated, not the digital currencies issued by the central bank of the European Union countries. What will be regulated? The cryptocurrencies, not the digital currencies issued by the central banks of the country. Fine. What are the new rules? MICA will impose compliance on the issue of crypto assets who are defined as the legal person who offers to the public any type of crypto assets. It will apply to crypto asset service providers, CASPs, providing one or more of these services. The operation of a trading platform like the Coinbase, custodian administration of crypto asset on behalf of third parties, the exchange of crypto assets for fund other crypto assets, the execution of order for crypto assets, the placing of crypto assets, providing transfer service for crypto assets to third parties, providing advice to crypto assets and crypto portfolio management. The regulation prescribes different sets of requirement for caps depending on the type of crypto assets. The best regime will require every CASP to get incorporated as a legal entity in European Union. They can get authorized in any one member country and will be allowed to conduct their services across the 27 countries. Okay, this is what is the regulation on them. They will then be supervised by regulators like the European Banking Authority and the European Security and Market Authority. So, who will regulate them? So, as per this, so the regulatory mechanism has been given to the European Banking Authority and the European Security and Market Authority, who will ensure that companies have the required risk management and corporate governance practices in place. Besides authorization, service providers of stablecoin who have to furnish key information in the form of a white paper mentioning the detail of the crypto product and the main participants in the company, the term of the offer to the public, the type of blockchain verification mechanism they use, the right attached to the crypto asset in question. Okay. So, beside authorization, service providers of stable coins also have to furnish key information in the form of a white paper mentioning the details of the crypto product and the main participant in the company, the term of the offer to the public, the type of blockchain verification mechanism they use, the right attached to the crypto assets in question, the key risk involved for the investors, and a summary to help potential purchasers make an informed decision regarding the investment. All these will be regulated right now. So before purchasing, they will be able to get little information regarding the status. So they will be purchasing it. Okay. So another lesson passed with the MICA requires crypto companies to send information of senders and recipient of crypto assets to their local anti-money laundering authority to prevent laundering and terror financing activity. So who will do this? So crypto companies, okay, they have to share the information with their local authority because it will save them from money laundering and terror funding provisions. Fine. Okay. So another legislation passed with MICA requires crypto company to send information of senders and recipient of crypto assets to the local anti-money laundering authority to prevent laundering and terror financing activity. Definitely, this will be a big bring control over the cryptocurrency being used in money laundering and terror funding purposes. Leaders are some of the biggest. What has been the reaction? Leaders at some of the biggest cryptocurrency firms have taken exception to some aspect of MICA, but the broad view is that It is better to have a regulatory framework than having a rules at all and attracting regulatory action on a case-to-case basis without clarity. By now, it is the regulation is on case-to-case basis because no broad guideline is there in force, so it is always on case-to-case basis. But through this, so a general regulation will be brought which will help in regulating the system. Okay. For instance, it does not cover practices like crypto staking and lending, which led to some of the industry biggest failure last year. So crypto lending has led to the failure of the crypto market in the last year. Okay, that's why. So right now they want just to add that this will no more be used. It does not cover practice like crypto staking and lending, which led to some of the failures in the last year. That means this is the first regulations on crypto. Okay. How is crypto regulated in India? Okay. Okay. So India is yet to have a comprehensive regulatory framework for crypto assets. A draft legislation on the same is reportedly in the work. A full-fledged regulation aside, the Indian government has taken certain steps to bring cryptocurrency under the ambit of specific authority and taxation. Because in the last year budget, so crypto investment, crypto returns have been taxed at 30%. But prior to that, so RBI has banned cryptocurrency, but under Supreme Court guideline, cryptocurrency have been allowed to operate in India. And taking that into consideration, the last year budget, government decided to impose 30% taxes on crypto assets or the crypto returns. In the Union Budget 22, the Finance Minister said that cryptocurrency trading in India has been a phenomenal increase and imposed a 30% tax on income from the transfer of any virtual digital asset. 30% tax. In March 2020, the government placed all transactions involving virtual digital asset under the purview of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act PMLA Act in operation to check money laundering and terror funding. How can it? Okay, so this is all about the crypto. Although in the initial period, Indian government was very reluctant to crypto and cryptocurrency, but subsequently, as the global situation went in favor of crypto, so government was forced to go for crypto, accepting crypto as a currency that cannot be ruled out in India. That led the government to deal in crypto. Okay, and once it started dealing in crypto, so government imposed 30% tax on crypto. Okay, because this investment, this will legalize the issue and save the people to do it on a legal manner. Hello, हाँ, कौन कौन और क्लास में ଅଛି? कहाँ कहाँ पेट को secretary that evening and they କରିଦିଅ ଗେଷ୍ଟ କଣ ଏଟା ତ 15 ବ୍ଲଡ କ୍ୟାମ୍ପ ହେଲା ହଁ okay, so the next topic of discussion is about the juvenile justice system. The National Commission for Protection of Child, okay, for the children, NCPCR, has recently issued guideline for conducting a preliminary assessment at the Juvenile Justice Board under Section 15 of the Juvenile Justice Act 2015, passed after the Nirbhaya case in Delhi. The preliminary assessment is to ascertain whether the juvenile can be tried as an adult, replacing the Juvenile Justice Act 2000 and the 2015 Act for the first time provided for trying juvenile in the age of 16 to 18 as adult in case of heinous crime. Okay. So after the Mumbai issue, okay, the Nirbhaya case in the Nirbhaya case in Delhi. So the Juvenile Justice Act was amended, and the amendment ensured that they ensured that even juvenile in the age of 16 to 18 will be treated as adult in case they are involved in heinous crime. If they are indulged in heinous crime, in that case, even if he is a juvenile, he will be tried as an adult. Okay. So accordingly, punishment can be given to the juvenile. Although he is not of the age, but he will be tried as an adult in case the age limit is 16 to 18 and the crime is heinous, like the Nirbhaya case. The judgment came in the Nirbhaya case only. Fine. How does a child get tried as adult? The Act has categorized the offences committed by children into three categories: petty offences, serious offences, and heinous offences. Section 15 of the Juvenile Justice Act provides that in case of a heinous offence alleged to have been committed by a child who has completed or is above the age of 16 years, the board shall conduct a preliminary assessment regarding his mental and physical capacity to commit such offence. ability to understand the consequences of the offense and the circumstances in which he alleged committed the offense is to be judged. Section 18.3 of the Act further suggests that if the board, after preliminary assessment under Section 15, passes an order that there is a need for trial of the said child as an adult, then the board may order the transfer of the case to the children court having jurisdiction or try such offences. The sole objective of having such a preliminary assessment is to determine whether a child within the age of 16 to 18 should be tried as an adult or as a juvenile, because he has committed a crime which is heinous in nature. Okay. The sole objective of having such a preliminary assessment is to determine whether a child within the age of 16 18 should be tried as an adult in case of heinous offences. If he has committed heinous offence, like the juvenile in the Nirbhaya case. What are the responsibility of the board? The guideline further make it clear that the Juvenile Justice Board (JJB) shall be responsible for the preliminary assessment and provide the child's family, and the counsel copy of the order. It further states that in case the Juvenile Justice Board does not have at least one member who is a practicing professional with a degree in child psychology, child psychiatry, the board shall take the assistance of psychologists or experts who have the experience of working with children in difficult times. The child should also be provided with a legal aid counsel through the District Legal Self Authority (NALSA), who shall be present during the preliminary assessment. One of the important aspect of the guideline is that it mandates experts who have the required qualification to assist the Juvenile Justice Board to undergo training concerning Section 15 of the Juvenile Justice Act 2015. During the preliminary assessment, the board and the experts shall also analyze and take into consideration the social investigation report to be prepared by the probation officer or child welfare officer or any social worker, or a social background report to be prepared after interaction with the child or the child's family. But next, the National Commission for the Protection of Child Rights is under a statutory obligation under Section 109 of the Juvenile Justice Act 2015 to monitor the proper implementation of the provisions of the Juvenile Justice Act. The guidelines have been made to remove any ambiguity and to clarify the steps that need to be followed while conducting the preliminary assessment. However, the major issue remains the implementation and absorption of these principles in the system, particularly to be followed by the Juvenile Justice Board and the Children's Court. A lot of principles which have been made a part of this act have not been given due prominence by the board as well as by the children's court. Okay, so that the juvenile justice is growing in the country, and its heinous manifestation was made in the Nirbhaya case. Okay, and after that, so the Justice Verma Commission was appointed, and the recommendations was such that this need to be heinous crime that is to be made. The law should be made. Okay, so to check it, and that is why so these are made right now. Okay, the next topic is about the cyber security. Okay, what is the issue? The recently in the first report emerged that Lockbit ransomware was found to be targeting Mac devices. Cyber criminals have developed new ransomware encryptors designed to target Mac OS devices, making this the first major ransomware operation to specifically target Apple computers. The new crypto encryptors target both older Macs and new one running on Apple Silicon. The same gang was also reportedly behind a crypto attack on UK postal service earlier this year, causing international shipping to grinding to a halt. What is a Lockbit ransomware? First reported in September 2019 and dubbed as ABCD virus due to the file extension used when encrypting victim files. The Lockbit ransomware is designed to infiltrate victims' system and encrypt important files. The virus is categorized as a crypto virus due to its request for payment in cryptocurrency to decrypt files on the victim's device. The ransomware is therefore typically deployed against victims who feel hindered enough by the disruption to pay heavy sums in exchange for access to the files and can afford to do so. The gang behind the Lockbit ransomware reportedly maintained a dark web portal to recruit members and release data of victims who refuse to meet their demand as part of their business model. In the past, Lockbit ransomware have been used to target enterprises and organizations in the US, China, India, Ukraine, and Indonesia. Attacks have also been recorded throughout Europe, including France, Germany, and UK. Why is Lockbit targeting Mac operating system? Historically, ransomware has targeted Windows, Linux, and the MBWare S6 services. However, Lockbit is now working on to create encryptors targeting the Mac of the first time. Analysts of the encryptors reveal they are put together at the as a test rather than an actual ready to use ransomware. After this is ensured, the ransomware places an encryption lock on all system files, which can only be unlocked via a custom key created by the Lockbit gang. The process leaves behind a ransom note with instruction to restore the system and has reportedly also included threatening blackmail messages. Victims are then left with no choice but to contact the Lockbit gang and pay off for the data, which the gang may sell on the dark web, whether the ransom is paid or not. Who is behind this ransomware? The group behind this is known as the Lockbit gang. It is considered the most prolific ransomware group ever. It operates on a ransomware as a service RAAS model and comes from a line of extension cyber attacks. In this model, willing parties put down a deposit for use in a custom attack and make profit through a ransom payment. The ransom is divided between the Lockbit developer team and attacking affiliates who receive up to three-fourths of the ransom. Cybersecurity company Kaspersky revealed in a blog post. So the exact location of the gang is yet to be ascertained. Their attack pattern and propensity to avoid attacking Russian system or countries within the Commonwealth of Independent States, the CIS, former Soviet Union countries, suggests the group operates within its territory and that it avoids these countries to escape persecution. What action have been authority have taken? In November 2022, a dual Russian and Canadian national with suspected link to the gang was arrested in Ontario, Canada, for his alleged involvement in attack targeting critical infrastructure and large organization. The arrest came after similar action was taken in Ukraine in October 2021. According to the US Department of Justice, note that Lockbit has claimed at least thousand victims in the US, extracting millions of dollars in the process. It's a very lucrative deal. How do we protect system against the Lockbit ransomware? While there are no foolproof way of protecting against ransomware attack, organization and individual can take certain steps to increase resilience against such cyber threats. The use of strong passwords with strong variations of special characters which are not easy to guess along with multi-factor authorization should be implemented. This ensures the use of the brute force will be enough to compromise system. Organization can also undertake training exercise to educate employees on the use of phishing attack and their identification. Old and unused user accounts should be deactivated and closed as they can become weak link in the security apparatus. Additionally, organization and individuals should have a understanding of cybersecurity threats and valuable point that may be exploited by cyber criminals. Okay. The next interesting topic is an economic topic on the Punji scheme. This is a way of how to cheat the people through offering them attractive investment options and ultimately cheating them. Okay. The Punji scheme, government working to come down on dubious Punji scheme, say Nirmala Sitharaman, the Finance Minister of Government of India. What is the Punji scheme? It is a fraudulent investing scam promising high rates of return with little risk to investors. The term Punji scheme was coined in 1919 under the name of the Italian con man named Charles Punji, who arrived in US. Okay, class he arrived in the USA in 1882 and made money laundering through fraudulent schemes. Fine. So this is how this name of the schemes comes as Ponzi scheme. It worked like a pyramid scheme and generate return for older investors by acquiring new investors who are promised a large profit at little or no risk. So it so happened that these Ponzi schemes they operate in a different format. They always allure the customers by offering them huge return on investment. And how they operate? It relies on a constant flow of new investment to continue to provide return to old investors. They never invest their money. They always attract new customers, and the money so collected from the new customers is returned back to the old customers. And in case the money flow is interrupted, then the scheme became flat. Okay. Okay. Then what happened? Provide return to old customers. And when the flow of fresh investment runs up, the scheme falls apart. These are generally multi-level marketing schemes. However, multi-level marketing itself is not illegal in India because there is a product being sold. But direct marketing company cannot promote pyramid or money circulation schemes. This is what Indian law. How does the Punji work? You see, this is how it all starts. One and two. So this is the new one. So okay, a type of fraud in which investors think their returns come from sales of product. They do not. They come from money invested by new investors. They are not product. The whole set is in a coin. So that means they always attract new customers. Okay, and once they get from the new, they make the payment to the old. In case the investment from the new is updated, so the old will suffer because they will not get any return because new investors are investing and they don't have any money to pay it back. Ponzi scheme are banned under the Price Cheat and Money Circulation Act 1978. It is a central act, but the respective state government are the enforcement agency of this law. These are also deals with the enforcement of directorate under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. The Banning of Unregulated Deposit Scheme Act 2019 has been enacted to prevent fraudulent schemes. It provides for severe punishment ranging from 1 year to 10 years and fine ranging from 2 lakhs to 50 lakhs, 50 crore rupees to act as a deterrent. It has adequate provisions for disgorgement of payment of depositors in case the deposits have been raised illegally. It mentioned that the first claim on the recovered money will be that of the depositors. Okay. So, in the chit fund scam, the Ponzi scheme came to light because investors promised them a hefty return, and that return was only possible by attracting new customers. And the new fund flow is interrupted, the entire scheme flats. The next topic is the Pradhan Mantri Urja Ganga Yojana. Recently, Prime Minister praised the completion of Bihar portion of the uh, Barauni Guwahati pipeline under Pradhan Mantri Urja Ganga project. The pipeline will connect Bihar's six district to the national gas grid. The project will promote a sustainable lifestyle by promoting access to clean natural gas for companies, CNG for vehicles, and PNG for residents. About the initiative, India is a fast growing economy with huge energy demand. However, the country faces many challenges in meeting its energy needs, such as dependence on imported fossil fuel, high cost of electricity, environmental pollution, and lack of access to clean energy for millions of people. To address these challenges, the Government of India launched the Pradhan Mantri Ujja Ganga project in 2016. It is a 3,400 kilometer long pipeline network that will connect five states Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and Odisha to the existing gas grid. The project is implemented under the Union Minister's Petroleum and Natural Gas. What is the objective? Creating a gas-based economy and providing piped natural gas and compressed natural gas to households, industries, and vehicles across the country. Reduce India's dependence on imported oil and gas by increasing the share of domestic gas in the energy mix. Lowering the cost of energy for customers and industry by providing cheaper and cleaner fuel alternatives. Improve air quality and reduce greenhouse gas emission by replacing polluting fuels like coal, diesel, and firewood with natural gas. Create employment opportunity and boost industrial development along the pipeline corridor. Okay, and because five states will be connected fast, so huge employment opportunity will be created on the pipeline corridor. So enhance the quality of life and health of millions of people, providing them access to clean cooking fuel and transportation. That is another issue. Significance: the piped natural gas or PNG is cheaper than liquefied natural gas LNG or LPG and does not require cylinders or subsidies. It also safer and more convenient than LPG and it is supplied through pipes and does not need storage or transportation. Compressed natural gas is cheaper than petrol and diesel and reduce vehicular emission and pollution. It also improves the fuel efficiency and performance of vehicles. The natural gas is a cleaner and greater fuel than coal and oil. It reduces greenhouse gas emissions and help in mitigating climate change. It enhances the energy security and diversity of the country by reducing dependence on imported fuel. It can be used for various purposes such as cooking, heating, cooling, lighting, power generation, fertilizer production, steel making, petrochemicals, etc. It can be used as a feedstock for providing hydrogen, which is a potential future fuel. It also boosts the development of infrastructure, transportation, communication, health, education, and other sectors. Okay, so that is why, and Odisha is going to get benefit from this Urja Ganga program because the LNG terminal is being established at the Dhamra port run by the Adani in Bhadrak district. So this will be the gas will be imported and pipe will be piped from here. Okay. So then the question, recently the government has released the tiger census 2022, which show a significant increase in tiger population in India. Discuss the significance of tiger project and also discuss the reason for decline in tiger population in Western Ghats outlined by the tiger census 2022. Tiger census is a quadrennial survey of estimating tiger population in India released by the National Tiger Conservation Authority under Ministry of Environment and Forest. Recently, Tiger Census 2022 was released by the Prime Minister on 50th anniversary Project Tiger launched in 1973. The report showed a significant growth in tiger population, at least by 200 to 3,167 in 2022 from the last count in 2018. While the central Indian highlands and the eastern Ghats landscape witness a growth in the population, the western Ghat landscape suffer a decline. Tiger and its significance for the ecosystem. Tiger are the apex predators and an umbrella species for the ecosystem, which help maintaining ecological balance by controlling the prey population and protecting the ecosystem from overgrazing of primary predators. They ensure the ecological viability of the entire area and habitat, which also ensure the water and climate security of the region. Okay, so a significant Project Tiger. Project Tiger is a centrally sponsored scheme launched to conserve the tiger in 1973. Since its inception, it has provided to be very crucial in tiger conservation. Because of this, the country has not only saved the tiger population, but from declining, but also provided an ecosystem where tiger can flourish. In 1970s, the population was somewhere 1200, which was grown to 3167 in 50 years. India is the home to largest 70% of the tiger population of the world. It has helped India to achieve the TX2 target set by World Wildlife Fund, doubling tiger population by 2022, very prior to its deadline. It has given India to showcase its effort in nature's conservation, which the whole world is seeking methods of increasing the number of tigers. India has already started achieving milestones through Project Tiger. It is well maintained and it's have started giving good results. Establishment of tiger region has created many tourist sites and created many employment opportunity. India currently has 53 tiger reserves. The 54th has been declared recently. Conserving forest for tiger conservation has helped India to maintain its green cover. It has also provided shelter to many tribal population. Okay, inside the forest area. What are the reasons behind the decrease in population in Western Ghats? As per the last report, the tiger population witnessed in the tiger population in the some area of the Western Ghats, such as the woodland landscape. Okay, the Billigarian hills. The population here has declined from 981 to 2018 to 824 in 2022 estimate. The main reasons behind the decline are human wildlife conflict in the region where there has been an increase of over 1,000 incident of man animal conflict in Kerala's Western Ghats region in 2016 to 2022. High mortality rates among the crops, threat for invasive species, insufficient prey population in many reserves, and infrastructure development has impeded movement of the animal, disease and poaching, leading to the decline in their number. Okay. Then, to the conclusion, tiger being a ecologically significant species is a culturally important species as well. The importance of the tiger can be observed by the very fact of being adopted as national animal of India in 1973. Since then, India has launched several initiatives for the conservation of big cats, and they have uh, undoubtedly been successful in increasing the tiger population, but there is still a need to be more in this aspect as to prevent human wildlife conflict, poaching, disease prevention, and substantial infrastructure development. And as a good news, you can say recently we have introduced cheetah, and for the tiger translucent project was launched between Madhya Pradesh and Odisha, but unfortunately it was a failure. Okay, but this is good that we are able to run the program. Okay, okay. Then coming to the MCQs, the reference to National Commission for Protection of Child Rights comes to the following statement. Okay, the commission was established under the Commission of Protection of Child Rights 2005. That's right. Every state commission for protection of child rights are subordinate to it. No, for the commission, protection of all children aged to 18 up to 18 years age group with equal importance. That is also correct. It is the sole authority to implement Protection of Child Sexual Offence Act 2012 and Right to Education Act 2009. It is not wrong. So 1 and 4 are wrong. 2 and 4 are wrong. 1 and 3 are correct. 1 3 means D is the right answer. Consider the following statement with regard to National Security Act 1980 and choose the correct statement. NSA empowers only center to detain a person to prevent him acting in any manner prejudicial to national security. So this is not correct. Under the NSA, the arrested person is not entitled to aid of any legal practice in any matter concerned with the proceeding before an advisory board, which is constituted by the government for dealing with NSA Act. So this is correct. The NSA has the provision to move the detained from the place of detention to another place within the same state for another state. This is also possible. 1 and 3, 2 and 3 are correct here. Question number 2, 2 and 3 are correct. Option is B. Consider the following statement: 33% of Indian districts are classified as overexploited or cyclical by the Central Groundwater Authority. Okay, so this is incorrect. Central Groundwater Authority was formed under the Environment Protection Act. Okay, this is right. Groundwater Management and Regulation Scheme is a central sector scheme. That is right. So India has the largest area under groundwater irrigation in the world. That is also right. 234. 234 means B is the right answer. With reference to gig workers, in the following statement, Code on Social Security 2020 aims to provide labor rights to the gig workers. There is no clear employee-employer relationship is available to gig workers in India. So here 2 is correct. Okay. With reference to Punji scheme often mentioned in news, consider the following statement. A Punji scheme is is a form of fraud that lures investors and pay profit to earlier investors with fund for more recent investment. That is right. It is based on the fried cheat of money circulations VANAK 1978, right? These schemes come under the regulator of SEBI. No, SEBI is not RBI. Money means it is RBI for control 1 and 3. Money Laundering Act. Under the following statement with regard to Juvenile Justice Act 2015, a child welfare officer, a police officer shall be appointed in each state. So question number 6. Okay, right. The state government shall create a very every district one or more juvenile justice court. No need. A child while committing an offence under 18 years, but in between the trial term 18, then here should be tried as normal offenders. That is right. There shall be a special juvenile for this unit each district. That is right. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4 means D. Then Urja Ganga project, the purpose of this project is that to purpose of this project is to provide LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, as a clean fuel to resident and with pipe gas. So A is the right answer. Recently, which of the following legislative body approved legislation called MICA? MICA is the European Union Parliament. Okay, which is a 27 member association. With reference to INS Sumedha, often mentioned in news, consider the following. It is an indigenously built naval offshore petrol vessel. That is right. The ship has been designed and built by the Goa Shipyard Limited. Right. It undertake EZ surveillance anti-piracy patrol. Is right. 1, 2, 3. D is the right answer. So coalition of coastal city to combat marine life lighters was in news recently as invitation of the Center for Science and Environment. Okay, CSC. This way, so your daily development is over. Keep on watching regularly. Okay, to get the updates. Thank you.